Every Kevin Costner Western movie, ranked worst to best. Kevin Costner became the defining face of modern Western cinema. Though he starred in other genres and made several baseball movies, he's most recognized for some gunslinging action. Although the genre has repetitive tropes, Costner has played a lawman, a cowboy, a soldier, and so on. He possesses the rugged energy you see in the leads of any Western, and after playing John Dutton in Yellowstone, the actor even pulled in some young audiences. So, if you couldn't get enough of him as the patriarch, here's a ranking of all 6 Western movies, where you'd see what Costner was really like during his prime years. Horizon, An American Saga, Chapter 1, 2024. Kevin Costner's latest stint with Westerns was Horizon, An American Saga, Chapter 1, and it followed several intersecting storylines, each of them trying to build towards a town of settlers called Horizon. It featured Apache warriors, chaos, revenge, and violence. Costner plays Hayes Ellison, a saddle tramp and horse trader, who becomes entwined with a camp conflict. The movie is certainly ambitious, but it doesn't hold up by itself because it is created as an opening for a multi-part story. Horizon, An American Saga, Chapter 1, 2024, is currently streaming on HBO Max and Hulu, USA. Wyatt Earp, 1994. Wyatt Earp is a biographical Western based on the titular lawman and gunslinger. We see his life unfold from his youth to his career as sheriff in Dodge City, building up to the gunfight he had at the OK Corral in Tombstone. In Wyatt Earp, they didn't keep the focus on the shootout, but also his early ambitions, marriage, loss, etc., which is always hard to pull off while making a biopic. Most found it to be too long, and while some praised it, there was not much dramatic tension to keep people invested for 3 hours. Wyatt Earp, 1994, is available to rent and purchase on Amazon, USA. Silverado, 1985. Silverado is set in the American West around 1880 and follows 4 men who are drawn together by fate. They ride together in a lawless town for a new beginning, only to see how a corrupt sheriff and a rancher prey on its settlers. So, the 4 band together and decide to fight for justice. Costner plays Jake, one of the 4 cowboys. His character is more easygoing and compassionate, and though he's not the lead in this movie, he brings a youthful energy to the mix. Overall, Silverado is a classic Western that includes a bit of everything from dusty towns, gunslingers, the old archetypes, and more. For viewers seeking a story with camaraderie and action, this movie is a nearly perfect ride. Open Range, 2003. Kevin Costner doesn't just star in Open Range, but also serves as the director and producer. He plays a former Union soldier who turns into a free-grazing cattle herder along with his friend, Boss Spearman, played by Robert Duvall. But peaceful times don't last long, as Denton Baxter, a land baron, opposes free grazers. So, the duo gets into a violent conflict with Denton, leading to a dramatic showdown. Open Range was both a critical and commercial success upon its release, and is still considered one of the most realistic modern Western movies. Open Range, 2003, is currently streaming on Fubo, USA. Let Him Go, 2020. Let Him Go features Kevin Costner as a sheriff-turned-rancher, living in Montana after the death of his son. Costner's George Blackledge and his wife Margaret find themselves amid a desperate mission when their widowed daughter-in-law remarries, and her new husband takes their grandson far away from them. The two fear for his safety and set out on a dangerous quest to rescue their grandson from a family that won't give him up without a fight. If you love stories with mature themes with a slow burn pace, you'll love Let Him Go, especially for its chilling final confrontation. Let Him Go, 2020, is currently streaming on Prime Video, USA. Dances with Wolves, 1990. Dances with Wolves is a film that everyone credits for revitalizing the Western genre. It earned 12 Academy Award nominations, won in 7 categories, including Best Picture and Best Director, for Kevin Costner. In the 1990 movie, Costner essays First Lieutenant John J. Dunbar, a Union soldier who is wounded during the Civil War. After befriending a lone wolf, he makes contact with the Lakota Sioux, and over time, he becomes a part of their tribe. As the film goes on, we see how he fits into their world, his growing friendship with the tribe, and his romance with a woman raised by the Sioux. It's a beautiful tale of empathy, transformation, and what encountering a new culture could feel like. Dances with Wolves, 1990, is currently streaming on HBO Max, USA. Here's an overview of the rankings. If you're a fan of watching Kevin Costner in Westerns and have already watched Yellowstone, you must check out Hatfields and McCoys. It's a miniseries where he plays William Anderson Devil Aunts Hatfield, a patriarch, representing one side of the feud between the Hatfield and McCoy families. It's only a 3-part saga for which Costner won an Emmy in the Outstanding Lead Actor in a Miniseries or Movie category. It's evident that Costner didn't build his legacy in the Western genre on a fluke. It is a result of consistency, vision, and his unmistakable screen presence. So, Which of these movies starring Costner is your absolute favorite? And is there any that has piqued your interest and made its way into your watch list? Share your thoughts with us below in the comments.